Okay, we're back. It stopped recording and I saw it. Thank goodness. Okay, so we substituted that in and then combined like terms, and we have 3x plus z equals 19,200. Okay, now we can then take the profit, or the revenue, I should say, equation and substitute 2x in for y, like it said to do right here. Okay, and then you're going to get it in terms of x and z again. So if we multiply 25 times 2x, it's going to be 50x plus 30 is 80. So 80x plus 20z equals 456,000. So here we have one equation in the terms of x and z, and another equation in the terms of x and z. Okay? All right. Now we can use a system of two equations, which we love so dearly. Now, two things you could do, and they're using elimination, which is totally fine, because they're multiplying the top number by 20, negative 20 actually, and they multiplied it all the way across. Combine like terms, I got 20x equals 72,000. Divide both sides by 20, and you have 3,600 seats in the A section. Okay? Now, you could have used substitution. If everybody recognizes that with two equations, you could subtract 3x from both sides and substitute that in for z, and then, but either way, it doesn't really matter. You're going to get to the end. As long as you get to the end and you're using good math and you get good answers, praise the Lord. Okay, so now all we have to do is use that, and we have one of our two equations in terms of x and z, and you can plug it in for the x. So 3 times 3,600 plus z equals 19,200. You know, do your algebra, you can do it, and subtract 10,800 from both sides, and z has 8,400. Now all we had to do is find y, and y is 2 times x. Well, x is 3,600, so you multiply, or 7,200. So here you go. The solution is 3,600, 7,200, 8,400. There are 3,600 seats in section A, 7,200 seats in section B, and 8,400 lawn seats. Great. Okay, so hopefully that made very clear sense to you, and I'm going to go ahead and do this one with you. We're going to set this up nicely. Now, I did mine a little differently, but I think I like theirs better. So I just used a little bit different system to solve after I got my equations, but no big deal. As long as you get it correct, right? Ms. Garza invested $50,000 in different accounts. She invested 3 times as much money in an account that paid 8% interest than an account that paid 10% interest. And then the third account earned 12% interest. If she earns a total of $5,160 in a year, interest in a year, how much did she invest in each account? Okay, so again, we have to go back, reread. You know how I like to reread story problems. So Mrs. Garza invested $50,000 in 3 different accounts. One was at 8%, one was at 10%, and one was at 12%. So we're going to identify our variables, okay? Okay, so we're going to say x, y, and z. Okay, so we have 8%, 10%, and 12%. Isn't that lovely? Okay, nice. Now, that's how much money, okay? Amount of money. Maybe I should write that. Amount of moolah. All right. Now, she invests 3 times as much money in the account that paid 8% as she did with the one that paid 10. So we have one equation that could say x, because that's 8%, is 3 times as much as the one that paid 10. And that's, oh, sorry, I thought you could see it all. Apologize. So x, the 8% one, is 3 times as much as the y, or the 10%. So there's one of our equations. Now we know that she invested $50,000. So if we take x plus y plus z, we have $50,000. Nice. Okay. And then we can talk about how much interest she earned, right? Now, interest is going to be 8% of X, 10% of that she put in Y, and 12% of what she put in Z should add up to be $5,160. So we're going to turn that into decimals. They're so lovely. Okay, so decimals, so we're going to do 0.08x, or 0.08x, maybe that's a better way to say it, plus 0.1y plus 0.12z equals $5,160. Let me make sure I'm right, but I'm pretty sure, yes. Okay, now where do we go from here? Okay, so we can replace, now I'm going to go ahead and do what I did, because sometimes kids or students really like to get rid of decimals, and that is totally fine. Okay, so I'm going to multiply all the way across times 100 to get rid of this as an integer. Remember, if you multiply by 100, it'll move 2 places over to the right. So 8x plus 10y, now don't forget 1, 2 places, plus 12z equals, we got to add on 2 zeros right here, so 5,160,000. So there's that 0, then we add on 2 for multiplying times 100. So 516,000 there. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just say we're going to replace this equation. I mean, you could use the one with the decimal if you want, but it's just, most people like to see whole numbers or integers. Okay, so now we can replace the 3y with x here and 3y with x here, and eliminate the x's and have 2 equations in terms of y and z. How fun is that? Okay, so we're going to have, let's do it with this one. So we're going to have 3y plus y plus z equals 50,000. Okay, and then we're going to do it, let's do it with this one right underneath that. So we're going to 8 times 3y. So that's going to be 24y plus 10y plus 12z equals 516,000 again. Okay, does everybody see that? Lovely. So now we have 3 equations. Okay? And this one has a, well, we're going to combine like terms. I'm sorry, I didn't even say that. We have these two. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, because we've already replaced that x, so that one goes down here. Okay, I'm getting too many things. That's why I like using the markers on the board, because I get lots of different colors. It makes me happy. Okay, so now I'm going to combine like terms, and I'm going to get 4y, this is from this equation right here, you put it up, 4y plus z equals $50,000. Okay, now we're going to do this one. 34y plus 12z equals $516,000. All right, now 2 things you could do. You could use elimination here. You can multiply the top row by, okay, I got to answer this phone.